The Second Amendment of the Bill of Rights reads, "A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." The exact meaning of those words have been debated off and on through the years and has become prevalent in society today because of the move to increase regulation, restriction, and potentially ban gun ownership altogether. What were the Founding Fathers thinking when they added this amendment? Chances are we'll never know exactly. Our modern view often weaves gun ownership with self-protection rather than against one's own government. Let's break down the words. A militia in 1790 were typically all the able-bodied men in the area between the ages of 16 and 45. These were not soldiers, these were farmers. These were your fathers, your brothers, your husbands, and your sons who were planting crops one day and called by their local commander to put down an Indian attack on the frontier the next. America was less than a decade out from winning the American Revolution, and the Founding Fathers recognized that it was the people of this country who held their ground against British tyranny. With weapons in easy reach and well used by the common man, they withstood an attack on their own soil. And could you imagine Jefferson, Madison, and Washington telling the people, "Yeah, now that we've won, I'm going to need you to hand over your weapons." The people. The ending of the amendment has the clarification. The right to bear arms was not written into our Constitution so that we could all hunt for our food. The Second Amendment allows the average, law-abiding citizen to keep and bear arms for self-defense, for hobbies and sport, and yes, even for hunting. I would like to suggest that it is also in the off chance we are ever again invaded on our own soil. Long before the Second Amendment was adopted at a federal level, it was written into colonial and state laws. In 1632 New England, one law stipulated that every home should have a functioning firearm with ammunition. Virginia made it illegal for a man to travel unarmed. The Second Amendment is not without its challenges. The ease of access with which criminals and others with ill intent obtain guns has led to gun violence that leaves us all mortified. Even when legally obtaining a gun, oftentimes people will walk away with a weapon they are ill-equipped and untrained to use. Basic gun safety is no longer offered in high schools. It is also not without limitations. You can own a handgun, not a rocket launcher. Felons and the mentally ill are not supposed to own guns, and you are not permitted to carry a gun into government buildings, schools, and other sensitive places. The Second Amendment has come up in court a few times. One such case in 1939, the United States versus Miller found that sawed-off shotguns were not protected under the Second Amendment. In 2008, the District of Columbia versus Heller, it upheld that an individual has the right to possess a firearm and use it, such as self-defense, in their home.